Welcome back. We're talking now about a fantastic organization in our community that is raising money for Royal Inland Hospital. It's the Iccha Wish Foundation, created by Al Patel, who is sitting on the far end of me. Hello, Al Patel.
Hi, how are you?
I'm well. It's great to have you on the show again.
Well, it's good to be back here.
Yes. We're talking about a special initiative. Iccha Wish is hoping to raise $500,000 to raise money for a special cardiac care unit at our hospital. Reason being is because the other three people sitting here today have all either had heart attacks or severe heart issues and have had to get more treatment than they could at our hospital. So this this equipment is highly needed, and this is a great initiative. First of all, Al, we'd like to hear from you about it.
Well, we've been struggling to have a cardiac care unit, and the journey, that's the beginning of our journey. And May 25th, we're having a gala in which we have promised the people that we'll raise $500,000 for specialized equipment for the new CCU that we're fighting to establish at the Royal Inland Hospital.
Okay, so that's coming up on the 25th of May.
May 25th, that's
Are
right.
tickets still available for that gala?
There are very few tickets available, but you know, tickets
have
gone out on the basis of donation, and we've raised right now over $250,000.
For you. So you're hoping to get to $500,000.
$500,000 is our journey.
Good for you. So sitting here, three people who have all had to rely on our medical system because they've had heart issues. I'm picking on you first, Colin. Colin Lyons, of course, Lyons Landscaping. It's great to have you here. You most recently had a cardiac arrest, January of this year.
Yeah, it was a very interesting time when cardiac arrest, finding out you have a blocked artery. Not absolutely crazy. So it was quite a journey to go through. Didn't get to go through a lot of it here in Kamloops, but it happened here in Kamloops. So we're here today saying we need to be able to perform these functions and these services here in Kamloops. Our city, our population is big enough, and our services and our clinic is big enough.
Your story is that it happened here, you went to the hospital and they said you have to go to Kelowna because we don't have the equipment that's needed. Is that more or less?
It was Kelowna or Vancouver. They shipped me to Vancouver.
Okay.
And it was air ambulance. So all the costs and time associated with that for A, the government, and you know, B, myself and my family. It's like, let's get this here. Why can't we do this here?
Absolutely. Glen Grant from the BC Wildlife Park, you have recovered from a heart attack as well. This happened to you about a year ago.
Yes, it did. A little over a year ago. And again, I arrived at Royal Inland Hospital, got great care there. Once they got me stabilized, there's nothing else that they could do. So they ordered an ambulance to have me transported to Kelowna for a procedure. I ended up with a couple of stents, but you don't know what that's going to be. They told me as in transport, well, you could have open heart, you could have a bypass, you could have stents. We don't know that until we get you to Kelowna to be further looked at.
And it's a little more unnerving when you actually have to leave town. Your family is may be with you, they may not be able to come with you.
Exactly, you know, and again, lying in the back of an ambulance, driving to Kelowna, not knowing what's going to happen once you arrive, I don't think is right. For a community our size,
that's right.
For the hospital that we have here, there's no reason why we don't have a cardiac care unit in Kamloops, and there's a lot of people that are going through this, and they should be able to be treated at home.
Tricia Silver, local celebrated painter who was out at Privato this weekend with her beautiful paintings. 2010 was your year. You ran into some heart troubles as well.
Yes, September 2010, I suffered a severe pericarditis infusion, which translates into fluid around the heart. I had the fluid drained here. I was put on a ward, and a lovely doctor who was visiting somebody next to me realized I was in distress again, and I was put on in a medevac, not an ambulance, and shipped to Kelowna. But the key here was that I was strapped on a gurney, strapped into the side of the van by myself, and the van didn't have shocks, so there I am going over the connector, feeling all the shocks, but I was strapped down where I should have been probably sitting up because of the fluid. And by the time I got to Kelowna, it was terrifying being in the back of the van by myself, but I was gasping, and my husband was there following behind me. The people in Kelowna were waiting for me. They whipped me up to the OR. I was able to say goodbye. As soon as I went into the OR, somebody said to me, "Oh, Mrs. Silver, so nice to see you. My name is Jackson." I started to say, Hello Jackson, what a lovely name, and it was just Hello Jack. And then I woke up in severe pain in the ICU with a huge tube coming out of my chest. And I was there in the ICU for 6 days, and then 4 days on the ward. I returned home on bed rest, and it was probably 14 months before I had my physical stamina back. So I wouldn't want this to happen to anybody else to transport.
Unnerving situations at a time where you are relying on medical care, and you're getting it when you get to where you're going, but the process at this point with a community our size, this is where Al Patel and the Iccha Foundation.
Yeah, and this is the situation that we're always saying, that a cardiac care unit for Kamloops is not good enough. We got to go through, to stop this journey, to go to Kelowna, we need to have a cath lab. So first of all, we don't even have a cardiac care unit, which is basically an assembly of acute bed in one location. Right now, even right now, patients are all over the hospital. They could be in the hallway, could be in NICU, they could be in ER, ICU, but this is 21st century. How could we have this in a hospital this size? Once we have this cardiac care unit, we will take this journey. Our community will take this journey to the cath lab. And that lab is the only way, and I always tell people, donate, iwishfund.com. We will reach that journey, and I promise that. A cath lab, Kamloops will definitely get, so please donate.
We're out of time. It always goes quickly, especially when we had several short stories to tell. But each of you have a story, and you represent so many others in the community that have had similar situations happen to them. And this is a fantastic cause. Again, there is a gala taking place later in the month. If you would like to learn more, the phone number on the screen, you can go there to be a part of that, but you can also donate at iwishfund.com. Thank you for being here today to share your stories. And Al, thank you for getting this off the ground.
Thank you, Susan.
Thanks for having us here.
Take care.
Very welcome. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back. Stay with us.